Week 3, Dialectic Level. Kids at the dialectic stage delight in making connections, so let's see how well they can connect the 10 plagues up with the idols of Egypt. Who or what would an Egyptian pray to for deliverance from the various plagues? The first plague struck the Nile, turning it to blood. The Egyptians worshipped the Nile as a god, so they would have had to pray to the river to heal itself. This demonstrated the power of Moses as God right from the beginning. The Nile was helpless to heal itself. The second plague drove all the frogs out of the river. The Egyptians might have considered praying to Hecate, frog goddess of childbirth. Didn't do any good, though. Pharaoh had to ask Moses to get rid of them all. Moses spoke, and the frogs all died. The Egyptians piled them up in heaps where they rotted. The third plague filled the land with gnats. The magicians of Egypt were able to duplicate the first two plagues somehow, but they had trouble conjuring up gnats. They probably prayed to Thoth, god of magicians. Didn't do much good. Even the magicians had to admit this was the finger of God. The fourth plague filled the land with swarms of something or other. Nobody's quite sure what the Hebrew word aroph is supposed to mean here. Whatever it was, the Egyptian gods apparently couldn't do much about it. The fifth plague struck all the livestock of Egypt with disease. The priests may have cried out to the cow goddess Hathor, or Apis, the incarnation of the creator god who was a bull, but it did no good. When the sixth plague brought boils on all the Egyptians, Pharaoh's magicians could not even stand up because of their painful sores. Perhaps they called upon Imhotep, god of healing, but it didn't do them any good. The seventh plague devastated the land with hail. Perhaps the people begged for protection from Horus, god of the sky, or from his evil uncle Set, who was supposed to be responsible for stormy weather. Maybe they asked Osiris, god of crops, for help. Nothing worked. The eighth plague, locusts, demonstrated just how impotent Osiris was. He couldn't save their farms. Nor could Ra, the sun god, overcome the darkness of the ninth plague. Even Pharaoh could not save his firstborn child from the power of the angel of death, which devastated Egypt in the final plague. All these plagues demonstrate God's power over the idols. The last plague led to the Passover meal, which points ahead to a power even greater, God's triumph over our sins on the cross. Help your kids see how useless all these so-called gods were when the Almighty showed His power. God triumphed over them before all the Egyptians as He led His people out of bondage by His mighty hand.